You're very welcome back. You're watching the last ever daily rundown here on Channel 7, that's Manchester. I've been joined now by the fantastic Maddie Howard and Mr. Laws Kay. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello. So it's our last show. It's our last show together.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go out on a high. We've had good times. We've had bad times, and something poetic and some kind of a quote that I probably can't remember or something. Laws.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I shall miss the little bonquette of news where we've been sort of sitting, chewing poking away at the ferrets of news over the kind of weeks and months we've been doing this, haven't we?
Oh no, it's been good. Thank you guys for coming in this evening. I know we had to kind of ply you with drink and stuff like that to kind of encourage you, some of you. Right, let's go. Let's do this news story. The rainbow flag that symbolises gay pride has been sent into space for the first time via a high-altitude balloon. Planting Peace, a US-based non-profit group that seeks to spread peace in a hurting world, launched the flag near Milwaukee last month. The balloon captured video with a GoPro camera as it floated 21.1 miles above Earth for 3 hours. Organisers said that they wanted to declare space gay-friendly in a peaceful, beautiful way. The balloon and its flag returned to Earth, but the episode was captured in a striking footage that shows the planet's surface from above, with the sun beaming behind the flag. This warms my heart. It's a lovely, it's just a nice story, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually really nice to have something which is fun happening for once and joyful and peaceful and lovely. Because we've looked at some pretty horrendous things over the weeks and months we've been doing this here. But I think this is great. I mean, for some of us, we truly try to be so gay that it can be seen from space. But I suppose this is just the reverse, isn't it? And I think it's fantastic. And I think it's also kind of classic of sort of what we do in the LGBT community in terms of protesting and highlighting issues. Also trying to do things in a fun, positive way.
And peaceful, more than anything, isn't it? Do you think this was an important move, Maddie? Do you think that this is, they're kind of trying to claim space a bit for, gay pride?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about how it's turning, a marginalised community of people into completely visible, so visible, they're in space, like the most visible you can get. And that is so important, as you were saying. And
literally with all that space, because like you talk about, maybe like confined areas, gay areas over the years. So it does kind of, give a feeling of sort of freedom. And especially, do you think it's important given, like, it's been quite a tough year, with stuff obviously like the Florida attacks. Do you think that's tied in with this message?
Yeah, absolutely. It has been quite a challenging year, as it is so often for LGBT people. And I think the other thing is also looking from the world from outside is that I know we've achieved so much, which is fantastic, but we're under threat still. Of course, there are over 70 countries in the world where same-sex relationships are illegal. There's actually 12 countries where it's punishable by the death penalty. So it's actually important to take that step back, which I think this does. I remember the first time I was on this couch talking to you, and it was about the choir that I run here in Manchester, the Manchester Lesbian Gay Chorus, and we have our asylum seekers as part of our group as well, and this also shows how important it just is to reach out to people, I think.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere where else would you like to see the pride flag? Now, they've kind of done space. That's probably the ultimate, really, isn't it?
They've gone big already,
That's the biggest one.
They've gone big already.
Yeah.
And it's such an ideal flag. It's a rainbow. It's beautiful. It's poetic in itself.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Loz? Do you think there's anywhere else you'd like to kind of see it?
Well, then it's Mars, isn't it? It's like the whole thing is kind of because sort of Elon Musk, all this stuff. Let's colonize Mars. It's like okay, the first gays on Mars. Yeah, go for it, gay Martians.
Yeah, anyone else? That's an idea. Yeah. Maybe that's something you should start working on your next project.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll leave that to the others. I'm going to stay on the ground.
Stay grounded, guys. Thanks very much for that one. Now we have a special goodbye message from the wonderful Paul Burgess.
Hello everybody on the Daily Rundown this evening for what is the final show. Unfortunately, I can't be here. I hosted the penultimate show last night, but I can't be here tonight because I'm at Gaydio. But I just wanted to say to Jack the producer, you've been fantastic. Fiona Fox, I started on this show with you as your guest and I've now hosted it a few times. I hope you go on to do many wonderful, brilliant things and stay here at That's Manchester. And to everyone on the sofa for the very last Daily Rundown ever, goodbye and please be excellent to each other.
Oh, thank you so much. That was lovely. Unexpected from the lovely Paul Burgess. Now, it all looks plain sailing from here, but this is because behind the scenes of the Daily Rundown machine, there's a super hard-working crew. Booking guests, scripting auto cue, accommodating full music bands in our tiny studio here. Sorry, what else have you written here? Getting guests in and out and mic'd up in record time. That's just some of the ways they hold the show together. And that's not to mention sorting out the inevitable technical glitches that come with live TV. So, here with me now are the fantastic JT, Adam and Jack. So, producer, ex-producer,
Yeah.
technical director and our present producer, of course, Jack Mullaney. So lovely to see you guys. How do you feel about it being the last show?
Oh, very sad.
Are you very sad?
I think you should take this one.
I'm sad to see it go. I feel like I haven't been here long enough.
Yeah, well, this is the thing about the Daily Rundown. It's kind of constant turnover, isn't it? We've had some fantastic staff, both technical, production, presenters as well, obviously. So it's quite hard, isn't it, to sort of just jump into something like, because it's probably the hardest for you, Jack, because you've come into a formed show, but obviously you have your own ideas. But you know, how is it quite hard to be part of a handover? As such?
No, it is hard to be part of the handover, but I wouldn't say I had it the hardest. I remember Joe used to look not as well as he does now when he was doing this.
Yeah, he's blooming now.
I know. I've got my colour back in my cheeks. It's fantastic. It's amazing what sleep will do for you.
Sorry, because I did introduce you by your nickname. It's Joe Tons Ashcroft, of course. So you were with us for a substantial amount of time.
Yes, I think I was here when it was formerly Late Night Live. LNL for a while, and then left in January time.
But you pop in. This is the thing.
You can't really get shut of me.
You've been
really.
here, so which has been harder for you because you've been as a guest a few times.
I presented it,
and you've presented it, of course. So you've had many roles here. Which has been the most difficult or your favourite?
I think favourite, I have to admit, was stealing your chair.
Really?
Yeah, that was very fun. I think when we did. I think, and that's the good thing about the Daily Rundown, I think, is when it's, got involved in kind of local politics and things like that, when we've done coverage on that front, it's been fantastic. I liked doing the I was rubbish at it.
No, you were great. You did some super achievements. So you're right there with the various local elections and that you managed to pull together. Adam, tech, possibly the worst hand you could be dealt.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
What kind of disaster, have there been any? Have there been any disasters that I never got to hear about or anything yet?
There's probably a few, and I'm probably going to be keeping them quiet until this show is completely ended, because I don't want to stress this guy out any further.
Wow, what's the most kind of difficult things you can kind of face though as a tech guy? Is
probably live bands, live
bands,
music.
Yeah. But you've pulled together some fantastic things in here. When we filmed this at the studio, you are.
Amazing.
We've had. Do you remember we had this kind of one-man band with this massive keyboard?
I remember the keyboard.
Was his name Charles?
Yeah, he was fantastic. But because who was it that was in that evening on Technical? Was it? Because it was I'm seeing a wave from behind the scenes.
I think it's young James over there.
He literally had half an hour. Like the guy walked in with this keyboard,
massive,
this huge keyboard, which we had no idea how to attach to anything whatsoever. It's like, okay, we've got half an hour to figure this out and sound test him and somehow change every single camera to squeeze him in, because it was just that big, and he mopped around a little bit too as well.
No, you have to.
I think it's the worst camera angles that have ever been seen on the show.
There's been some bad.
There's been some debatable
camera
stuff that you don't know about.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll show you the archive later.
Is this kind of stuff that would stand out to? I guess they'd stand out to people watching and stuff, and they'd be kind of you have to learn.
Yeah, why is there a wall in shot?
Yeah.
But to be fair, like, it is local TV. Have you learned a lot of stuff between, like, would you say along the way?
Oh,
I mean, 'cause it's very much, you're very much
definitely.
thrown in at the
absolutely.
deep end. It's very, very hands-on in a local TV situation, I think, or any local media.
I've learned so much since I've been here. I mean, me and you started at the same time.
Yeah, well,
actually,
we've
didn't
been
we?
here like a year and 3-4 months.
We've
now.
been here since the beginning. We're cavemen now.
We've been here too long,
Veterans,
almost.
Veterans.
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
I couldn't hack it, you see, that's why I ran away.
No, not at all. You took all that knowledge, and you know you packaged it up and you brought it somewhere else. So someone else is benefiting
Yeah.
from
Benefiting's a
what you got
strong
from the
word.
Daily Rundown. What was I going to say to you? What do you think about the presenters? Which was your favourite? Would you say? Same kind of you.
Obviously,
I can't
everyone
think
sat,
of any.
Everyone sat next to everyone's favourite presenter over here.
No,
So you thought,
No, but in reality, our real one is.
to be fair, Fiona, no other presenter gave me an Adam Lifts home when we used to finish at midnight. So
I think no other presenter would put up with the kind of things that I used to pull on you.
Like-
once.
Well, that's the thing, the booby traps. Yeah, we talk about those later on because I'm going to chat about a few of those things. Right, what were your final kind of memories? Let's just get a quick one.
I really enjoyed my short time as producer, but I just want to say thank you to producers Emmy Little, Ricky Freelove,
Mr.
Ricky
Freelove.
Freelove,
That is his real name.
Nick Majerison, Dan Morfitt, and of course, the best producer of them all, the man who I wouldn't know anything without, Miss Jo Toms Ashcroft over here.
Actually, I'm going red now.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for that, guys. Thanks for coming in. You can go out now and you can have a little snifter. We're going to go for another break. We'll be back in just a few minutes with lots more news, fun and games from the green room as well. See you soon.